Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm excited to teach you how to count money. Yesterday we learned how to just add and subtract numbers, and now we're moving on from that topic and moving how to add and subtract money. So we're going to use what we know and add it all together. So today's learning objective is students in second grade will learn how to combine coins of various values by watching a YouTube video at home, which we're doing right now, and demonstrate the concept while playing a collaborative game in class correctly tomorrow. So let's take a recap of the values of coins. Let's take a look at a penny. The penny is the first one on the left. It's worth 1 cent. So let's remember that. A penny is 1 cent. The next coin, a nickel, is worth 5 cents. The dime is worth 10 cents. And the quarter, 25 cents. If you need to write this down in your notebook so you remember, please do so. Okay, we also need to take a look at dollar bills. Dollar bills can include $1 bill, $2 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill, or $100 bill. It just depends on what you're buying or what you're giving to someone else on which one you would use. Since now we know the values of coins and the bills you could use, we are going to incorporate these into word problems and adding these coins and bills. So when you solve word problems, especially involving money, or just in general, you need to read carefully because you have to look at the key words. Because one problem would say, if Mary has 2 pennies and 2 dimes, how much does she have? The end is referring to you to add those two. But if someone said, I had $5 but I just spent $3, how much do I have left? That is hinting at you to subtract them, those numbers. So you have to read when we solve word problems, okay? And since we're not just learning about word problems, we're incorporating money into it, you have to use what you know to answer the problems. So if you forget how much a penny is worth, make sure you go back and so we can incorporate that into the word problem. Once you answer a word problem, it is so important to include the dollar symbol or cent symbol, no matter what your answer is when involving money. Because if I have a question, let's say, $5 plus 5 cents equals 5.05. That's just telling me it could be anything. 5.05 what? 5.05 dogs? No, you include the dollar symbol in front of it and it'd be $5.05. So that way people know what you're talking about. Right, let's practice now. Let's take this example. If you have 3 dimes and 2 pennies, how much money do you have? Well, let's recap on our little tips we just went over. We have to read carefully. If it says $3, 3 dimes, and 2 pennies, that means we're going to add those up. Now, let's take a visual look at 3 dimes and 2 pennies. So we know that 1 dime is 10 cents. So if we have 3 dimes, let's add it together. 10 cents plus 10 cents plus 10 cents is 30 cents. So we can use what we learned in yesterday's lesson to know 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. And we also know that a penny is worth 1 cent, and we have 2 pennies, so that's 2 cents. So 30 cents plus 2 cents gives me what? Exactly, it gives me 32 cents. Okay, let's move on to another practice problem, but now we're going to involve a bill. If you have $1 bill and a quarter, how much money do you have? Well, let's take a visual look. So we have $1 and 25 cents. So 1 plus 0.25 is 1.25. But don't forget my answer has the dollar symbol, so it reads $1.25. So now those are just 2 simple problems that we just went over. But now let's think about it differently. Say instead of giving you how much change I have, or what I'm giving you, I give you the exact amount and you have to give me what coins you used. For example, if Mary had 50 cents, what coins might she have in her wallet? Well, that's your time to think. because the answers may vary. You could have 2 quarters, because 25 cents plus 25 cents gives you 50 cents. Or you may have 1 quarter, 1 nickel, and 2 dimes, because that also gives you 50 cents. You could also give 50 cents by using 50 pennies. It depends on what you have and what you are asked for. So money can be combines of various values but give you the same amount. We have to remember that because in tomorrow's lesson, we are going to work with those type of problems. Let's just do a lesson recap of what this video is all about. So in the first few slides, we learned about the money values. Penny, 1 cent. Nickel, 5 cents. Dime, 10 cents. Quarter, 25 cents. And then we also looked at all the bills. That's very important to know, so make sure we go over that continuously. We also went over how to solve a word problem itself. The main point of how to solve a word problem is reading carefully and using what you already know to solve the word problem. And don't forget, when you put the answer, you include the dollar and cent symbols. Also, we went over 3 examples. The first example, we simply just went over, I have this much and this much, how much do I have? Just using coins. The next example, we use a dollar bill. And as we go on, they'll get a little more challenging, but since we're just beginning, those are what we'll stay with. And then our third practice problem was a little different. I gave you how many cents we have, but you tell me what coins you used. And from that third problem, tomorrow's class, what are we going to do? We're going to think money. We are going to be put into groups of 3, and you guys are going to play a game. I know, it's going to be a fun class time. You guys are going to be in groups of 3 playing a board game, but going over how to count money. And you guys are going to use collaborative work in order to do so and make sure everyone understands the concept of adding and subtracting coins and understanding the values of each. And I will be there, don't worry, and I'll be going around to make sure everyone's doing it correctly. But we'll get more into the game tomorrow. But I hope everyone reviews this video a few times and understands it, and tomorrow we'll practice a lot more. Have a great evening, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.